Okay. Am I coming in loud and clear? I forgot an important part. Give me just a second. I forgot the start of the show. See way. Hey, where'd he go? There he is. Now is he working? Okay. Alright, Buckbeard. And I will go through what I'm doing today. So as you can see, this kit's the Dom Trooper. It's one of the ones I've been looking forward to. When I saw this guy, I had to snag him. So this is the first time this thing's been unboxed. And the artwork's pretty damn cool. So let me get this guy open. Big Dom 7. Alright. How's your day going so far, Buck? I need some tape too. Chillin', lazy, you know. Sloth mode. I get that. It's Sunday. It's meant to relax. Let's see. I gotta start marking these guys. Stickers. 3 runners, that's about average. I've been waiting to build this guy. Wanted to get all this set up before I did. So let's see, here's the manual. Got a picture of the character down there, or the pilots. The action shot of the Dom Trooper himself. Mostly Japanese manual. I think it is from like 2005, yeah, so they hadn't really started putting English. Well, they do, but it's not like the newer manuals that like have full English subtitles in them. Let's see. One. Just gonna get my manual ready. Have you watched any anime, Buck? Oh, Buck. This is an HG kit. This is like beginner level. This isn't even an RG or a PG kit. You think this is a lot of parts? This is nothing. If I really wanted to, and like I wasn't being so meticulous about detail, I could probably knock this out in an hour or two. But to be honest, like I'll take at least like a few days on one of these just because I like to be meticulous. Alright, so what I usually do is put my manual in a little folio like this. So that way it doesn't get all jacked up or fingerprinted up. But let's see. Alright, so I need to mark the runners. This is the full build process, unlike the last test stream. That's a trick I learned from YouTube. Some people really like the crinkling sounds too. So we got... Always be careful with pointy objects, kids. I don't know a Plamo person who hasn't cut themselves at least once. Okay, B. And C. Mark those. But I asked Buck, have you been watching any anime or any shows lately, to be honest? So that's what I'll do. So that way I can see it. I have a little like organizer over here. Okay. Been watching that one. Oh, solo leveling. Solo leveling. Yeah, I've been watching that too. And I got hooked. Are you watching the dub or sub? It's super corny but cool. Dub? Not waiting 10 years for this. Let's see, next. Trying to think what others you may like. Apothecary Diaries is something you may like, but it's more of like a detective. Those are some crisp decals. Let me see if I can show you them. For everything, yeah. Let's see. There we go. Those are cool. I wonder if they're water slide. Those there for now. Made in Korea. Yeah. Which one's this? A. Let's see. It's here. Just one last one before we really start. These are made in Japan, by the way, Buck. Woo. Got some more stickers. Let's see. Let's actually, first, before I do anything, I'm gonna cap this sucker. Alright. Gonna use some of the fancy tricks. Let's see if it works. There we go. An instant zoom. I'll be honest, I'm not a fan of stickers. I may or may not put them on. So we'll see. Okay. Enhance, yes. Which one's D? This one's D. Just marking the runners right now. That's not gonna work. I made this one too big. Give me just a sec. Hey, how's the cat's mouth, by the way? Is it accurate or is it kind of fumbly right now? That'll work. Oh, this is the stand. Cool. Oh, I don't need to mark that. That's pretty much unique. Where's the blood animation? I decided not to do that. Just because I don't want to make enemies and I don't want to get, you know, on some TOS BS. But I thought about doing the meta. Yeah. Okay, so now we actually get to start. So, we're doing this by the book. One piece at a time. So let me get these guys. I usually put the polycaps in a different place, but just off to the side because you just tend to pick them up when you need them. Okay, so in fact, you can look at it with me. Enhance. It's actually easy for me to see too. So I need C7 and A3 and then PCK and PCN. So we'll get PCK and PCN first. Let's see. PCN. And then where's PCK? Where's PCK? It's the head piece, I think. The neck piece. Alright. And then A3 and C7. Alright, let's grab that. I'm also going to bring out the sacred tin, which is just this, because it keeps small parts where they're supposed to be. Okay, so C7, A3. And I also use what's called the 2-cut method, where I will cut away from the tree or runner or sprue, whatever you want to call it, first, before I actually get the nip off the piece. So A3, let's get right here. So these cuts are going to be like ugly, but that's okay because they're not the actual cuts I'm doing from the piece. There's A3. Put that so I know which one this is. And C7. Let's see. There we go, this back piece right here. Right. How do they print these? These are probably, I think, vacuum molded, or not vacuum molded, injection molded. They're injection molded in like a high pressure machine, and it just spits out a bunch of like, they'll do like a whole set of these guys in one run. So this is like a runner. So like this is like the B runner, obviously. When they do a batch, like they'll just do a bunch of these, and then they'll do a bunch of like the A's, and that's how they just cycle through them, as far as I understand. Okay. And now comes the intricate part. This is where the cuts matter. I guess I do a 3-cut method. Because like I'll show you. So like, so you see how that's connecting right there? I don't like just to get up right on it. You can, there's nothing wrong with that. But I like to get as much off as possible first before I go in for that final cut. Just because it allows me to work the nippers better on the piece. And it just allows me to get a cleaner cut. And if I can, I like to go flat, like that. And it just gives you like a super smooth cut with little to no like repair of that needed. Not always recommended. You still can get white like stress marks on your models, but you know, if you're gonna pay them, it's no problem. If you're not, there's only really so much you can do. But that's why they have like basically sanding, polishing, and like recovery kits, as they call them. Like for instance, like on this piece, I could have approached this part a little better on the top right there, but it just takes too long when you're trying to like get it. So it's just like, just sand it. And this is probably going to be inner frame too, so I probably don't have to worry about that too much. I've seen some of the pros just like pump these out real quick because they do a test fitting, and then they go over everything that needs to be sanded and worked on body work. I do clean off my blade like every time. That's just a quirk of mine, but I just don't like excess plastic piling up. And that's the second tin. That's just the trash tin. Yeah, these nips, I'm pretty sure they're based off the really, really expensive ones. Those ones are called God Hands. These are actually the USA Gundam store nippers, which I'm actually pleasantly surprised with the quality. I've had other nippers from other companies, and from what I've heard and from what I've experienced with these type, they're pretty much on par with like the $50, $60 nippers, but not as fragile. They're still fragile, but not as fragile. The Japanese ones, the God Hands, like the premier ones, give an even cleaner cut, but they're super fragile. And I've already bent 2 of these before in the past. Like I basically go through a pair a year. And see, there's a lip right there. You can see that from that, and so that makes it a little difficult to get that flat edge I want. So I just have to see what I can do. Some people aren't too worried about that, but I am. Because I just want to bend these nippers. There's a risk. Let's see. There we go. That's about as good as I'm going to do on that edge. This one's a little easier because I can actually get my flat edge on that right there. Oh, I cut into plastic a little bit. That sucks. That happens. At least I cut into some where I didn't want to, but not too bad. That'll come right out. Gotta be careful. Trying to make sure I got a decent amount of line on that. There we go. Okay, well that's done. Alright. Let's see. So now... Yeah, one down, 200 to go. Pretty much, man. But that's what it's like. I do this to relax. Alright, so that goes in the collar. And that goes in right above it. Okay. So this is face backwards. This guy goes in there. Just like that. And now I am going to do a little work on this collar piece really quick because that has that little nubbin right there. And that's just going to bother the ever-living crap out of me, so... yeah, I'm going to go with some sanding sponges. This is just an extra step. You wouldn't really need to do this. Maybe. Oop. I like the sponges on rounded parts because you don't just like file it off. Usually use some water at this part, but I won't right now. I'm using a 400 grit at the moment. This is the grit you typically would use to knock stuff off like this without going too far. Just gotta be careful. That looks good. Okay. Yeah, until Chance barges in. Yeah, that's why I got a mute button. All right, there we go. See, now I'm more happy with that because I'm pretty sure this is gonna be hidden. I just like that it's not gonna be catching on anything now. If I were to if this was a piece that was visible, I would go over this with a 600 and then an 800, and then probably a 1000, because that would kind of take out that stress mark you see right there. But since it's not, I'm not going to do that. So this part goes in right here, like this. Gotta fiddle with it. There we go. Cool. I think that's it. I'll make sure that is all the way in. Nope. There we go. Alright. Those are those two. Next one's PC7 D9. Get that out. Is it PC7? Is it just one of these guys? Yeah, okay. And some people will probably crucify me for this, but see how I'm getting this one off? Whoop. Oh. It's because they're like a rubber material. They're not really a plastic. And these parts aren't seen, so it's like it doesn't matter. Okay, so I need one P7 and then D. We're in the D's. Trees. I wonder how well a detailed sanding grinder would work. I have a grinder. I have a pen grinder for this, but I need to get the attachment from China. So it takes like a month to get here. I need D9. Need these nuts. A little close. So I gotta remember to cut and frame. Not that you can see much from that angle either, but there we go. So D9 and D10, of course. These ones are always a little tricky. I also use a different set of nippers for this part. Helps the longevity. But as you can see, now I gotta cut this part right here. And I like to get that as close as possible away from the piece so I still have a tiny nubbin. So I can make those precise cuts. These. And now I probably need another 7. Yeah, I need another 7. Alright, these are the arms by the looks of it. Alright, so let's back up. The camera is set up right now on a mount that comes out from a pole that is like almost eye level with me. And that's, I'm sure if I had a DSLR, it could be like almost on the ceiling and have the same kind of view. But because it's not a DSLR, it has to be a bit closer, but that's the setup. This is an interesting cut too because this is rounded, but I cut it on the side. There's only so much you can do. Plus, if I'm just gonna do body work later, you just want to make sure the cut's clean. And I find that like after I do one piece, going after the second one, if it has one, it goes a little bit quicker. Because you kind of know what to expect. Right. Let's see. So where do these guys pop on? Let's pop on the little parts right here. That. There we go. Those go in the arm sockets. Oh, right there. Cool. Okay, so I didn't see that. So right here, it wants me to get the front piece too. So C8. Unless I already got that one. Nope. This guy. Have you been making any tunes lately, Buck? This is actually like a, what's it called? Like those cars? A unibody. There are kits that do have a skeletal inside though. But those are typically on the, if they're this size, they're called real grades, and then the bigger ones, like master grades, perfect grades, those are just like the ones that are super tall, like that big. Got that one clean this time. I know this one's a little hard to see, but I'm just gonna leave it like that. Been trying to train Obalu. How's that going? Okay, so it is this front. That's the back. This is the front. These go on the sides. So that goes in the sides like that. It's always interesting when they do the arms like this. Let's see. A PCD and then 820. He's an ass. PCD. What about a Stinky Linky? Does this one go in the bottom slot? Okay. Bottom slot with the hole facing up, so like this. There we go, so that goes in like that. And then, am I missing something? No, okay, these just, I feel like I am. C7, which is this guy. Give me just a sec. Okay, I wanted that to go in. Okay, let's see what's going on here. So, I think this goes in like that. Yep. And then, okay, so there's one thing I'm going to do real quick too. So I basically want to be able to take this apart and paint it at some point. And I did this on my test stream. I'm going to do it here too. I basically, let me get the zoom in function for this. Link loves everyone. He's pretty good, just really hyper. That's fine. I know Blue wants to tear everyone's face off though. Okay, so the enhanced mode. What I saw from another builder called EA Gunpla is he cuts the sides. So, like right there and right there. And so that's what I'm gonna do with the old nippers. Same quality, but they got bent, so I can't use them for precision. But you basically cut the female piece, and you want to try and leave an air gap. And I'm trying to make sure I got that. But you can see the line I made. So that's all I did. I'm just gonna make sure I can see it. There's some separation. So make sure that's a thing. And there's a certain feeling I noticed when I tried it on the RX-78, the kit I did on the last stream. It almost feels like the part glides in rather than vacuum suctions in, which is interesting. So let's see. I think I got it. Oh, there's the snap. Alright, so let's see how difficult this is to take apart. So yeah, so it can, exactly, so it can pop off easier. I'm wondering where I'd pry though. See, that was in the center, so it's a little more difficult. And this is where you use this tool, which is a blessing and a curse, because if you do it wrong, you jack up the model. Basically, you wedge it in, and luckily I can do it from the bottom where if any marks happen, it's not terrible. But you can you can start to see some marks happen. And again, you know, you could definitely do some body work after if you don't jack it up too bad, but it can get pretty bad. Oh yeah, it's on good. So that method, I don't have down quite yet, but I have had success. Okay, basically the wiggle game. Oh, it looks like up here is where I'm getting resistance, and I think I see why. I gotta be very careful right here. There we go. Okay, so anytime I've noticed there's little pegs, those are the guys that mess you up. And little pegs are hard to do like modification work so that you can pull it apart easy without it just being a complete loose mess. So give me a sec. Just gonna see if I can cut them a little shorter, maybe at an angle. If you cut them at an angle, so like, let me see, like that, so that it leaves a slant, it can work pretty well. Oh, I hope I didn't cut that one too short. Oh. You could do that, but I don't know how much time that would take. And I missed these guys too. Basically any female pig port. I gotta put a cut in. This is something I don't usually do. I'm trying to make it part of my building process. Because I would like to come back and paint this guy. And that's why, like, I'm using these type of expendable nippers. Because I'm getting in there and, you know, I don't, if this was my prize blade, that'd be no bueno. Okay. That should do. Let's try it this time. That felt good. Alright. Moment of truth. Oh, ho, 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 ho. That was clean. So let's see. Okay, so you heard the snap. I don't know if you heard that. But the snap was there. It's not loose. So when I torque it or anything, you don't see like the part shaking or anything like that. But then if I apply the pressure at the right areas, oh, let me see. And then just cake. That's awesome. Thank you. Yeah, it does. And that's why you saw me go through a whole little rigmarole of getting like those exact cuts in there, and so it loosens up, because the more you take it apart, it can come apart. Just a moment. Okay. But when I first started, I basically cut all the pegs sideways, all the male joints, and that just made my kit a loose mess. And that was for a Origin Red Comet Zaku. That was not fun after that. I still have to go back and repair that guy. Oh, hey, cool. Okay, so I'll put this guy back here. And welcome anyone who's just joined us. Hope you're having a good day. Just building the HG Dom Trooper right now. Feel free to chat. Tell me how you're doing. A20 is our next piece. Right here, this red piece. I'm wondering. Hey Buck, have you seen the show Shogun? I've been hearing a lot about it. I haven't, but I hear it's good. Yeah, that's all I keep hearing, is that it's really good. Doesn't look like the way it goes on. Nope, shorter end. Oh, is that the right way? Luckily, these pieces just kind of like snapped in and off. That's better. There we go. Okay, cool. So when I need to get to that piece, I can just pick it off real quick. Okay, well that's that little bud. Give me just a sec. Alright. So next piece is A17, and this is where a sticker would come into play. May or may not put the sticker on. A17. The chest piece right here. You been playing anything recently, Buck? This is gonna be a difficult one to get at. See, with this kind of curve, I want to make sure I do a good cut, but I also want to make sure I don't jack it up. I think that's going to be this way. I'm gonna make sure I don't clip the body. Hey, I think I did a pretty good cut there. Cool. That'll be minimal body work right there, which I'm fine with. I want to try out Dragon's Dogma, but waiting for some patches. I've been hearing mixed, but mostly good. I hear like there's a bunch of controversy about the microtransaction part. Alright, so again, I have the mecha nipples I need to cut. Do the trick! Making sure that goes all the way through. Seems like twice does the job. Alright. As you can see, those cuts are in there. Right there. Yeah, you can see it right there. And right in there like that. Okay. Let's see, is that it? Yeah. Oh, I heard a snap. But how does she come? Oh, ha ha! Oh, I love this trick. This is awesome. Cause it's still secure, but I'm barely tugging on that. But it's also like, it's not coming off. This is awesome. This is awesome. I am so glad he shared that trick. That's awesome. And then, you know, once once I get it painted up in like official, I'll glue that into place. That's not going to move after that. But just for now, it's a golden nugget. That's why I want to share that kind of information. Okay, so we got the torso done. Yeah, we just got the torso done. How long have we been going for? 56 minutes. That's how it goes though. Now for the head. So we need A22. Oh, you can't really say that. A22, all that jazz. A21, C9, C10. What sticker did it want? A17? Or I think it just wanted this little guy right here. And probably one of these purple ones, but I'm not gonna mess with those because I'm gonna paint it. So I'd love to put LEDs in it too. Excuse me, sir, those are his pecs, not his nipples. I don't know, man. It looks like it's cold in this room, just saying. A21, A22. So I need the A and C runners. A. C. Okay, I think I needed C9, C10. Big dominatrix. Oh no. I never put that together, man. Although that does give me an idea for a Mecha Musume build. You're responsible for that one. Okay, I think that's it for the C's. And A21, A22, yeah. So let's see, A21, A22, it's these parts right here. Oop. I'm probably one of the most inelegant people to cut this, even though it looks inelegant, it isn't. But I've seen people like make ASMR type of videos with this. That's that. Okay. So I make the black helm first. Then I pop in the visor and the mohawk. Looks of it. We'll go to close-up view. Oh, we've just been in close-up view. Never mind. Do you prefer close-up view when I'm cutting? Yeah, plastic cutting SMR, dude, it's an actual thing. I was gonna ask, do you prefer it up close like this when I'm cutting, or should I like take it back a bit? I'll go back one more time, give me a second. Either way, close up goes hard. Okay. So I'll make sure there's enough light coming this direction too. It doesn't help that these pieces are black and the hardest probably pick up. So I got another rounded piece right there. So I gotta be careful. And this is the head, so this is like Don't botch this up territory. Let's see if I can get this. Clean. Awesome. Sorry about the silence. I'm ninja focusing at this moment because it's the headpiece. But that was pretty damn good. Especially this part right here. I hate when they put a nub right on the seam line. Actually clean fingernails? Why, thank you. Yeah, I made sure to make my hands nice. What, you mean you don't like the I just got done working on the farm look? Otaku chic? Hand mop? Oh, yeah, okay. Oh, I wish I could get you guys a better angle, but I'm just trying not to jack this part up. Okay, that went pretty well. Yeah, because, you know, when everything's said and done, this helmet is tiny. It's like as big as my thumbnail. I don't want to put it fully together first. Just want to show an example. So it's like I really got to be focused. Where is there? They are. This is gonna be an interesting one. So I have to work with where are we at? There we go. These tiny nub holes now, which I don't know what I'm gonna do about this one. I'll probably have to cut the male nub. All right. Can I get an angle on this one right here? It looks like I can, and if I can, I will. All right, now let's see. So I have some male nubs right here I could cut sideways, but I don't have very much to work with. Get this in shot. I'm just trying to cut the barest minimum off. All right, but I did. So let's see how these two like each other now. This song reminds me of Hey Arnold. Alright, so there's the helm. But does it pull apart? Oh yeah. I can't tell you how nice that is. And the fact that it stays together. Oh my gosh. I wish I would have known about this a lot earlier. I wish I would have known about this 40 kits ago. Alright, well there's the helm. Cool. Yeah. Dude, I got a whole shelf that just like, they're all like Frankensteined, you know. Alright, so now for this guy. That's how it goes, man. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. Fucker. See, that's what you want to try and avoid, is stuff like that. Let me clean off my blades really quick. But I think it's on top or under. Hopefully this little stress mark piece will be hidden in like a shroud or something. If not, when I paint it, it's not going to be an issue. Okay. I think I can cut this one straight. Hey, clean cut. I get sketched out by how it feels, because you can kind of feel how the blade rests on the plastic, and like there's just certain feelings that it's like this might not be successful or not give me the cut I want. You must be one with the nipper. Perfect cut. Alright, so that's that guy. I think I'll only... Oh. Just fell. Oh, some sanding. Let me go back to normal. Because I'm not trying to show anything, so. Uh-oh. That was a bit of a risky cut. So, I didn't get quite as flush as I would have liked. So we do have some, you can barely see it. I probably have to actually zoom in again. You can see where it got the stress marks, but that's simple bodywork, we'll take that out. But overall, I didn't like, you know, jack up the piece. Okay. Now that we got the head, let's actually assemble it. Clean up. I actually like to keep this pretty clean. Is that noise grating, by the way? I'll take that wasn't too bad. I don't got carpet, bro. But it would be if I did. Okay, the noise is fine. Okay. Alright. So let's see, how does this head go together? Boop, boop. That is one sticker I may put on just for now, just so there's something there. Else it gets really weird. Yeah. So the only one I'm going to put on just for shits and giggles is the Monoeye, so that way you can see that there's an eye in there, but I can just take that off after. And for that I will need my trusty tweezers. Shing. Okay, so those two parts are together. This slides in. Ooh. Yep, well, big part. So those are on the sides. And the big part goes on top. Like so. Okay. And then I'm guessing what this guy, fatter end goes up front. That's interesting. Okay. Okay. So that's how the head looks now. And we can see where I need to do body work. But that's why this type of build is meant for getting it together and then you go over it after. And just for shits and giggles, again, let's see how easy it is to take apart. That's not going to get old to me. That's not going to get old. That is so nice, man. Just means when I finally get to paint this, it's not going to be a bear to do the body work or anything else. All right, let's put that decal on. Now, typically, if I was being serious about this, like if I was just gonna leave this out of box, I would probably actually wash all the runners in their completed form. With soap and water, and anyone who's been in Gunpla or Plamo in general for a while will know this, because there's a releasing agent on all these parts, and basically it makes stickers and stuff not adhere correctly, especially if you're gonna paint. Yeah, it's like a must. But I would typically wash this, but because it's like I'm gonna be taking it off anyway, it doesn't really matter. So I do not mind. All right, I need to get a better pair of tweezers though, man, I'll tell you. Okay. All right, let's see. She doesn't want to come off, Captain. Just trying to get her off the tweezers. Come on. I'm a professional, everybody. Come on. Okay. If I can just maneuver. Set sticker. Nope, don't start sticking yet. These tweezers have no grip. I do not want this guy to be giving everyone side eye. Come on. And this is why most people just avoid this shit, because it's a bitch. Oh. It's like playing Operation Bro. No, it's sticky. You know what? If I can't get it off, I may just leave him. Okay. I really need to invest in a better pair. Oh, scheiße. Oh my gosh, this is even draining my patience. Sorry, everybody. All 3 of you. No, it's on my finger. Okay. Okay, I'm sorry. This might be off camera for a second. It keeps wanting to hug the... You know what? This is going to take off his intimidation factor, but I am so sick of it that it's going to be a little off center. I don't care anymore. Pat that down a little bit. Now, typically you would use a Q-tip for that, but again, I'm not planning to keep that on there. I just want enough for this. So he's a dreamer, a daydreamer. All right, head's on, or the head's done. Voila. Decent little range of motion. Up, down, left, right. Cool. Little side profile shot. He's got little arms. I would love to put an actual LED in there and a visor though. Maybe one day. Okay. How far have we gone in? Okay, we got about 45 minutes left in the stream. Number 3, the gun, which is a 830 piece. Go back to A. Gun monkeys. 827. That is 827. What's this part right here? Thought I broke that for a second. 829. Okay. Little handle piece right here. See how it shot out right there? It's like, It is a matter of time or a matter of streams until one part flies off stream and I have to pause or just put away and go find it. Not looking forward to that. It's gonna happen. Okay, so that's that. Okay, nope, no ones. Where's my... Ah! I have a nipper rack right there. Alright, so now we'll get the close-up cam again. Enhance. That's kind of nice, this one, because I have a flat edge to work with. It's like Legos with extra steps. You ever build these with missing pieces? You know what? I actually haven't. They're really good about making sure that you get everything. I've lost pieces, and I've also didn't see pieces originally that were on the runners or on those trees. But I've never had missing pieces. But I have such a, like, built-up deal of spare parts now that besides, like, main pieces like this, I have, like, anything I could need to make sure, like, the body fits together. Okay, what am I doing right here? Yeah, that goes, I believe. I'm looking down right here. I know you can't see it because of the glare, so I'll show you in the model. I want to make sure I was supposed to cut this piece right here because I don't think I have to tell you what happens if I cut a piece I'm not supposed to. Best way to cut this because it's kind of like a rounded corner. You can kind of see that. Make an executive call and cut it like that. Woo! Smooth. Alright, cool. This I can probably get away with cutting like this. Cool. Same with this part. I love when they're flat. When they're flat, or you can turn them at a certain angle to make them flat, it's awesome. Your chance for a successful, like, clean cut like that, exponential. And some people would also say, like, you're not doing it right, because some people like to leave a nib and then they'll sand that down, but to me you deform too much. But I guess the argument could be said this way too, that, like, well, now you gotta do stuff about that, but it's like, I'm not worried about that. That'll go away with sanding. Okay. That was close. So you see how, like, there's a little, like, a angle right there? Ideally, I want to get my blade in that. I want to make sure it's even. There we go. Because if the back end of the blade, at least you can feel it when it's not matched up right or at the right angle, it'll start to go into the actual piece. And that's just stuff I've gained through time and doing so many kits. Alright, time for the fabled rounded piece again. This time at a different angle though. This might be a little more difficult. Let's see if I can get this. I don't like that. So I just make a quick executive call to where it's just like, okay, I can't get that perfect cut on it because there's still that little nib there. But that's going to be body worked, which is fine. You can't do everything on the first cut, or at least I'm not going to give it that much time to do that, and I'm pretty patient with this, as you can tell, and I have only so much. Okay. So this is what I do, Buck. This is what I do to relax. At the very least, it gets my needing to build and make things. Again, just a different, very similar to Legos. Just a little different. A little more hands-on. Hey. It came out pretty clean. Cool. Little handle. Boop. Clean the blade. Clean the blade. Cool. All right. Now I have to do the whole female to male peg thing as best I can, because again, if you see, let me see if I can show you, they're not that pronounced off the inner deal, but a lot of people, a lot of other builders just don't give two craps about the weapon. They'll put all their time and detail into the kit. Like they'll remove the seam lines, they'll make it look like a real little robot, but then they'll do like a tenth of the effort job on the weapon. It's like, come on, guys. No joke, all the dogs are sleeping right now listening to this. Hey, man, let them sleep. Let them sleep. I don't think I gotta tell you twice. Poppy needs some rest. Alright, so I'm doing the whole trick. Which is my blade? Okay, that's my bladed edge, so I don't want that. I don't like that. I'm so glad I found that. It was actually thanks to my buddy Blackbird, who's been on here. I saw the video where he mentioned this trick. The funny part is I was subscribed to him originally. I just never saw that video or that technique. But he's really good. Yeah, no, it can't be a half-assed weapon. Dude, it happens too often, and it's really sad. Because these dudes put in such good work and such detail into, like, everything on the kit, and then the weapon just is not up to snuff with it, and it's like, ah. So when you see a portrait of the whole kit together, the weapon throws everything off. And, like, I get it, like, you put so much time and effort into this that there's only so much you want to do, but it's like, you're right there. Just do that little bit more. I mean, come on, like, it's been an hour and a half, and I'm on step 3 because of how I like to build. These guys are the same way, and it's just like, just that little, put in that extra hour or two and complete it fully. And I'm saying an hour or two, but that's because I'm low skill, so. I'm just trying to trim the littlest amount. Yes. These weapons can be a bitch. Hope I didn't get too low. Okay. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I just want to make sure I had that all correct. All right. go back to full. I believe the handle goes in this way. This is the other thing I'm not too big of a fan of, is you gotta force this little guy into that socket. And it's a little nerve-wracking because that's very thin plastic. You know, and I'm not like a bull in a china shop, but it is unnerving to say the least. Maybe the other piece is more accepting. Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna do it on this piece because it looks like I can just snap that in there. Am I not doing this right? Is that the right way? Maybe? Okay, well, we're just gonna leave that like that. Where does that go? Now I gotta figure out where this piece goes. It says somewhere up here, but is it on this side? Oh, cool. Okay, well. A second. This is a wonky weapon, man. Do I have this the right way? Okay, this is the top. Okay. Okay, that explains a bit. Okay, cool. I can put that in like that. That was in the right place. Shit. Okay, like that. I'm not a fan when they do this with the weapons. Not a fan whatsoever. Piece down, get this piece up. Yeah. Put it like that. So it stays in place. Hey. Okay. And now, like with everything else I've been doing so far, how does she come apart? Like butter. I'm just gonna do it that much. I don't need to do the whole thing. So we'll go ahead and zoom in on that. Painted up, this is gonna look really cool. But awesome, there's the cannon. I think we have time for one more part. Maybe two, depending on what it is. All right, we're in the D's now. Looks like we're making the arms. So BD, all right, B19, B21. Get those first. That is a interesting cut. Okay. Got and B21. Am I blind? Oh, there it is. We have D13. What? Oh, D13. I'm looking at the Bs. Okay. B16, B26. Welcome to anyone who's just joined. Glad you could join us. Just working on the HG Dom Trooper kit today. If you have any questions, feel free to ask, or if you just want to hang and chill, it's fine by me. It's totally what this is meant for. Alright, so now I need D4 and D13. So this is the 13 part up top right here. It's got almost softer plastic, not quite rubber. And D4. This is this guy right here. Okay. So let's see. B19, D13, B21, B26. This is 26, this is B16. Okay. I think I got everything. Alright. Now time to trim it up. So put that up there. Get a close up. Alright. What you got planned for the rest of the day, Buck? These are nice. That's gonna need a little body work. Oh well. Not bad. There we go. Round piece right there. Approach it like this, I will. Let me see if I can get you out of there, though. I don't like how that feels. I go like that. Not bad. Okay. Another rounded top. Yeah, there we go. Cool. All right, let's get this guy. Boop. That was a little bit. I don't know if I got that in camera. But see how this piece is like rounded? I got a little bit, but that's nothing sanding. Home fix. And to be honest, it looks like it's a little raised from the runner anyway, so that should be fine there. That's the perfectionist in me, though. Awesome. I may paint them on stream, but I probably won't, or at least not right away, because I do want to airbrush them, and I lack the airbrush booth for that at the moment. Oh, that was kind of just here we go, and that came out really good. Yeah. Kind of had to match the angle and see how it goes. Let's see, just like with this side. Feel where the edge is at. And then I want to get it right there, right here. First, I'm going to trim this though. That's a tiny piece, I'll tell you what. I got a sliver of a nub. I know I'm off camera, there you go. But now you can see it. I'm not terribly worried about that. Okay, so that's all those guys. Give me just a moment. least. That's why. I always look before. I almost just threw a par away, Buck. That has happened. I've also known quite a few of my other buddies who do this. It's a thing. Especially if you start to get tired or lackadaisical during the build. Oh yeah. Alright. So let's see, how does this guy go together? Oh, and then I gotta do the whole cut the pegs. Okay. Interesting to say the least how they want this to go together. Here they are. Okay, that just seems to be that. What do you got? Here we go. Here's what I'm looking for. We're on seal already, so. Ow. I'm a little worried about cutting these. The last thing you want is the loose arms. Okay, I think that should do. And then, let's see. It's saying it goes in via... this. Which I'm like, what the hell? That's not copacetic. Okay, so this is how it wants to do it. I don't like it, but this is how it wants to do it. So this little piece, I guess, is the pivot part, and it fits in that little window. And then yep, this piece next. Ugh. Okay. But does it come apart? Yes, it does. Cool. Okay, well that's there. Now what? This face like this. This goes on like that. Okay, and then this goes in the key slot. There we go. Up. I've made quite a few kits. I've never seen an arm done. I think this is an arm like this, and I do not like it. This is definitely 2005 engineering. Yep, that is the forearm I just did. Okay, so we'll finish up the forearm and we'll move on to part 2 tomorrow. So, Now we got B25. B25 and what? B23? Okay. And then an E polycap. Let's see. There we go. And then B28. These guys down here. Okay. Oh. Kudos to those nippers. They still do a decent job. Just got the barest of anything on there, but that's simple. That's simple body work right there. Uh-oh. Just bent that one. What you don't want to do, if at all possible. Then it leaves a nasty white mark, but oh well. Ooh, looked at the camera for that one. Not recommended. I just had that little piece shoot off at my face. It's not mentioned enough in this hobby, given that most of us, I'll say some of us, wear glasses. I recommend everyone wear glasses if they're going to do this. A safety glass is something, because I can't tell you how many freak little pieces of plastic have popped off the part and at my face or at my eye. And this ain't worth losing an eye over. As fun as it may be. Okay. Right, these two probably should go together pretty simply. Yeah. Okay, so same ordeal. Gotta be very careful with these guys. I'm just trying to check the barest minimum off. And I believe, yeah, it goes this way. Like that. Gotta sink all the holes at the same time. Push together. Now let's see. Oh, yeah. Work like a charm. Alright, so that's that part. You got a little booger on your ring finger. That part of me wants to put a real booger there just to spite you, but I won't. Was it getting to you? Alright, now it's these pieces. Which way does this go? Goes that way. This will go like that. Okay, so that's how that looks. But I should line that up with the line. Okay, and then it says this. Really? I don't like how this is designed at all. Alright, so that's like that. Ooh, Okay, so it just cuts off the instructions. Is that how it's supposed to look? That looks weird. I don't like that. I don't like how that looks. The OCD was kicking in. Let me see. Okay, that's turned around like this. Yeah, no, that makes sense. Oh. Okay, so let me see. I mean, it doesn't really make it much better. Yeah, it's still not doing it for me, Chief. Oh! I guess bent arms are definitely the way to go with this one. That's so weird. That's another cool thing about building Gunpla is that, like, again, this kit's from, I think, 2005. Yeah, this kit's from 2005. So you get to see, like, the evolution of their engineering process and all that jazz. How far it's come. The bitch is that some of the cooler kits, in my opinion, are the old school kits. So, okay, let me see. I just want to put a hand on here. So we need a what? it seriously cuts off the instructions. Where like this is right here, this part where my thumb is the last part of this hand and arm. And it just goes on to the next arm. And the left hand, not the right hand. So it's like, what the fuck? I'll have to extrapolate. Alright, so let's see. Left. Here's my only right hand. Is A24. So I'll get that one. This one right here. It almost happened. Do you see that? Unless they go back to do it later with the gun. Yeah. Okay, so... And now I need probably a... Same runner, just a different hand piece. Probably this guy right up here. A7. That's just going by what I think it probably is. Okay. We're on C still. Okay. Let's see. Let me see. Heh. Enhance. That's so I can rest my arm on the desk. Probably better if I did in the view of the camera, wouldn't it? Not my cleanest cut on hand guard. Not my favorite piece to cut either. If I wasn't planning to paint this, I might go about it a different way. Because I know there are people who are going to see this and they're going to like cringe and like every time I cut and leave these white stress marks. It is painful to see and watch, but these will not be unpainted. Not forever, at least. There we go. This cut a little better though. Amateur hour. I will have you know, sir. No, it's okay. I just go like completely quiet and end the stream. Deactivate the Twitch account. Alex gives me, I don't see the issue. It's a hobby, man. People will rage. Sometimes, I don't know. Okay, so now it just needs one of these. So let's see. I'm gonna go back to normal. 170. De-enhance. Boop. Pop the handguard in. Please tell me I got the right handguard. Didn't get the right handguard. Oh well. Oh wow. That's just a void. the right one? Yeah. Yeah, I did. I could have sworn I got the right one, but I guess I didn't. Alright, well, let's get the other real quick. I think this track has a noise in it. Yeah, I do not like this track. Sorry, there was like a ruler smack or something. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, it was getting to me. This one's like depressing. What the hell? Oh shit. This is no bueno. See how that got stuck on the blade like that? Gotta clean the blade real quick. That's what can... That kind of cut can mess up a blade. I gotta see if... I'm using the camera to check and make sure my blade's good. Okay, it looks okay. Okay, good. We're still good. Didn't quite get that. Oh well. Let's see. This one's a little more egregious. Where is it? I mean, doesn't look like it, but please fit. Please fit. Did I seriously? Okay, well, in my defense, it doesn't tell me which one. I don't know, how do I run her? I'm gonna have all the handguards cut up by the time this is done. Yeah, I know, I know. I don't like how that's sticking though. Alright. Let's get enhanced. Enhance zoom. I was trying to make my stream not just a bunch of this close up. Bruh. Bruh. Am I missing something here, man? Again, it left me blind. It left me blind. It's like, you don't need a right hand. Oh. That's how easy it is to lose pieces. All right. Come on. Finally. There we have it. And he probably gets a shoulder pad. In fact, yeah, he does get a shoulder pad, but for now. Boing. There we go. And I'll be honest with you, that is pretty much like what I will do normally. I usually take about 2 to 3 hours, leisurely take my time, and that's how much about I get done a day. So I typically finish up about 2 to 3 days, depending on what's going on, because I'm in no rush, you know. But that is part of the HG Dom completed. So, thank you, Buck, and everyone else who was here for joining me. This was also a test stream that I was testing out this new camera, testing out the angles, the zooms, all that, and just seeing how everything goes. So with that, I will continue building the Dom in the next stream, and I hope you will join me then. Have a good day, a good night, wherever you are in the world, and go build some Gunpla. Good night, everybody.